The 7th and 8th grade curriculum is a study of American history. Whatever they're studying in 8th grade history, we're also reading a novel or short stories based on that period in English class. And then they're studying in science the diseases, the inventions, the things that also contributed to the period, and we overlap it as much as we can. And then when we get to take them out on the road, and they get to stand on the courthouse steps where Thomas Jefferson read the Declaration of Independence, it allows them to see it and walk in the footsteps of the founding of our country, and it makes history and the stories that we're reading, the novels, whatever it is, it makes it all come alive for them.
Well, the Living History trip is where we take a tour across many states and we learn where historical events took place. First day I visited Pamplin Park.
And we went to the Civil War Soldier Museum. It's called Pamplin Park, and we got to see what a plantation looked like. From there, we went to Yorktown, and we got to see where George Washington defeated Cornwallis. And then we got to walk into Williamsburg, and we got to see the house where George Washington sat and made his battle plans against Cornwallis.
My favorite place actually was Williamsburg. We went to the governor's mansion, we went to different houses, we went to different shops. Well, in Britain Parish Church, we were able to sit in the same pews as Thomas Jefferson and George Washington, and that really kind of made you feel how they felt when they were making nation's decisions.
We also then got to travel down through the Outer Banks and go a little into more recent history of our country, and we got to see where the Wright brothers flew.
We did like a airplane experiment, like where we made paper airplanes with your friends. We were at Kitty Hawk at the time, so you're out in the field where they were flying. Really appreciate what the Wright brothers did. Well, before we left, we all researched and made a PowerPoint or an iMovie or a Prezi, presented that to both 7th and 8th grade. My advisory group did the North Carolina Aquarium, which actually really helped. I needed a lot more information than most kids did, so I was kind of able to help other kids, understand the concept. They
got up in front of the entire 7th and 8th grade and all of the teachers, and they taught us. It's absolutely true that if you really want to know a subject, you have to teach it to somebody.
Doing hands-on activities and being able to be with your friends and the teachers and really bonding really made the trip worthwhile.
With Bob, he had been in my classroom for almost a year. We'd spent a year together, and I'd known him before that. He came alive, and I got to know him in a completely different way because it was three-dimensional. We were tasting, we were seeing, we were touching, and he was himself. And I got to know him in a way I never would have known him had we just had that 45 minutes in the classroom.
I'm Michelle Major, 8th grade English teacher.
I'm Bob Ledbetter, 8th grade student.
And we are Darlington Story number 91.